Somalia is facing a deadly drought. The situation in the country is growing grimmer with each passing day. The UN has even warned that the drought has left Somalia on the brink of famine. There is not enough food. There is a hunger crisis. Thousands of children have been suffering from malnutrition. Our next report tells you more. Take a look.
Hundreds of children have already died in nutrition centres across Somalia, the United Nations Children's Agency said on Tuesday. That grim revelation comes the day after the UN's humanitarian chief warned that parts of the country will be hit by famine in the coming months. Experts say the Horn of Africa is heading towards a fifth consecutive failed rainy season, further exacerbating the region's worst drought in decades. UNICEF's Somalia representative, Wafa Saeed, told a press conference in Geneva that 730 children have been reported to have died in food and nutrition centres between January and July this year.
And to put it into perspective, this is less than 1% of the children who were admitted and cured and discharged. But we also fear that this number could be more as many deaths of children go unreported.
UNICEF said disease outbreaks were increasing among children. There have been some 13,000 suspected measles cases reported in recent months, of which 78% were children under 5.
Malnutrition has reached unprecedented level. We have 1.5 million children. This is nearly half of the children under 5 are likely to have acute malnutrition, and of them, 385,000 will need treatment for severe acute malnutrition.
On Monday, UN humanitarian chief Martin Griffiths said famine is at the door in Somalia. He said there were concrete indications that parts of south-central Somalia would be hit between October and December this year. Funding for Somalia has increased in recent weeks, with the UN's $1.46 billion appeal now 67% funded. But aid officials warned that it had come very late and that more was needed.
And for more on this, our correspondent Louisa Oliani has sent us this report from Nigeria. Take a look.
The warning on Monday did not come as a surprise, as we know that the recurrent drought and conflict situation in Somalia in the past decade often leaves the citizens with little or no time to recover after every phase. And that has led to the situation getting to the crisis level. And on the global scale, the food crisis rocking the globe has been orchestrated by the war between Russia and Ukraine that has led to the increase in prices of grains, fertilizers, and even fuel. And this calls for concern as the country is moving towards a famine and is going to be affected by all of these factors. The solution there, like the UN chief said, is for the international organization, international community to come to the aid of Somalia in no distant time to prevent a further crisis. Sometimes some of these figures are often underreported, and despite the fact that the Somalian government is yet to declare full-fledged famine in the country, UNICEF has said that aids have started coming in for the country in recent weeks. We also hear that the likes of UAE and other countries have been sending food relief materials to the country, and these are things that we must keep seeing if the situation must be addressed in no distant time.
WION now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.